Sagittarius, how you doing, guys? So we are here to do a few different kind of questions. This is a different spread to what I normally do. I'm also hearing Laura or Lucifer, a Capricorn. Spread it like Flora. Some of you could be spreading butter or spreading your something or other. Something's being spread here anyway. Spreading rumours, spreading lies, spreading legs. I really don't know. Something's being spread. Like going viral or a virus. I don't know. I'm hearing it's spreading like wildfire. Now, Kim, or wildfire. Like a fire spreading? I don't know. Is there wherever you are, like, there's like huge fire warnings, or it's like really hot? Like spreading like wildfire. Or like this is rumours, lies, like shit being spread around. Unless it's manure. But I'm hearing someone spreading a load of bullshit. Well, Sagittarius, I hate to inform you, but like when I do readings, you know that I read in numerology. So Sagittarius is a 5 major arcana, and Taurus is also a 5 major arcana. So if you're watching it as Sag, you can also watch Taurus readings, whether you have Taurus in your chart or not. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, it doesn't matter, because I read in numerology and it means 5 major arcana. Okay, you don't have to follow me in that, but follow me down. There could be something to do around Life Path 9, Virgo. Someone's spreading lies and rumours and bullshit. I don't know, like an instigator. This came up where it was around Chinese whispers, like, listen, have you heard, blah, 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 and like whispering and manipulating and like spreading rumours and spreading lies and causing havoc and chaos and I don't know. So that's what's coming up in your channeled messages. So anyway, let's go down to scene 2, Sagittarian. I'm sorry if that is your message for someone around you. But anyway, so let's look at where you are now and see if this relates to anything going on. Sagittarius. I was hearing Gabby or Abby or Abigail or Amber. Heard. Is it going to court or Johnny Depp? Johnny, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Let's see. Lucy, Lucifer, a Capricorn. You keep saying it's Capricorn energy. Let's see. Sagittarius, where are they now for Sagittarian? So, 6 of Cups, Sagittarius. All family and relationships for a lot of you. Oh, don't forget you can also watch this as Life Path 5. Life Path 5, Sag or Taurus, right? It doesn't matter either way around. If it relates, if the story's relating to you. So at the moment, where you are now is running your business, working from home, entrepreneurial. This is your mum or your father also, someone that lives at home, someone that has children. You also got a cool relationship going on here. I'm also hearing Cool Hand or Luke. Okay, Hannah, Henry, Haley, Heather. But yeah, in a relationship. Either living at your partner's place or living at home or a place, or if I say place, you say 1, 2, 3, might be a Pisces swinging on a tree. So place, cod, haddock, fish, place, Pisces, right? So you could have this in your chart. So there's an energy here of I run my own business, I run my own company, I work from home, and I either have children or this is my partner. Okay, these are clients and stuff like that. Work from home. These are my clients, right? Or the name Clive or Claudia or CC, someone from Mexico, Tesco's, someone that works at Tesco. That's people that live in Britain. Okay, Brian, Beth, Brittany, Spears, Steers, Gavin, Stacey. So where you are at the moment is absolutely cushy, Sagittarius. Okay. So yeah, for a lot of you, you're in a relationship. Oh wow, there's a lot of money going on here. Okay, so in a relationship, everything's going fine. So I don't know where the rumours and everything else came from, unless it's external energy. Let's see, Sagittarius. What are the challenges that Sagittarius are going to be faced with within the next 48? What are the challenges that Sagittarius is going to be faced with? So 3, something to do around work, maybe a Pisces. Money, waiting. There is nothing wrong here. The challenge is basically just keep working, keep doing as you are, minding your own business. Maybe cut back on your weed or your copious amounts of ganja here. But yeah, education, working, waiting on an investment, waiting to get news by someone, waiting to see your partner if you're seeing one. There really is not too much of a challenge here. Let's see. So, what should Sagittarius focus on? What should Sagittarius? Because you're reading over on Patreon, Sagittarian. I'm sorry, but I did it not yesterday, the day before. Oh my God, it was terrible. Like, it was all over the place. This one is completely different. There was a lot of arguments and a lot of Chinese whispering and a lot of 5s everywhere and 2s. Let's see. So, what should Sagittarius focus on? Really? You should focus on the past? Are you in a third-party situation here? Okay, because that's your challenge, right? Where you are now. Challenge basically is just keep working, mind your own business. Or your challenge is stop waiting because you're focusing on the past, focusing on a third party here, 3. Here, challenge comes up as stop focusing on other people or this other person who can be a cross-watcher. Is to stop waiting on a third-party situation to end and end it oneself here. Because within the focusing on, someone's focusing on the past. But it says what to focus on. Well, that shouldn't really be focused on. So here is focusing on my work, my ability, my own ability, spiritual, mental, and physical. Okay. Focus on my mum or my father. You've got the counterpart here. So if there is a third party, what this is saying is basically keep everybody out of your own business, which came up in the Scorpio reading, which was 4. So I said in the Scorpio reading, like I say in Sagittarius readings, you can watch these readings through the numerology. When I just did Scorpio reading, there is a 4. So that is Scorpio. Okay. In the Scorpio reading, their advice was to do with a mother or a father. Now, this is a mother or a father or an ex. And I said, and it showed in the reading, mind your own business. It's no one else's but mine. Okay. And this is coming up now in the energy where it says what to focus on. Okay. So it's kind of saying focus on your own relationship, focus on the counterpart, which the person's with, and keep the parents and everybody else out of the relationship. If you are relating to that 4 energy where Scorpio and Aries was, where I said it was to do with focusing on and what to focus on and what not to focus on. Okay, and it's basically coming up with the same energy here. Focus on your relationship, focus on work and money and education and whatever it is that you're doing. But for someone here, this could be the actual mother that came up in the Scorpio reading, okay, 4, came up in the Scorpio reading, which is the counterpart to 3, which is also a Piscean, okay. So don't focus on the other person, focus on your own relationship, your own life, other than focusing on this person's life, okay. Stop focusing on someone else's life, what they're doing, and this might not be you, it could be people around you, right? But I'm focusing on that much about the past or about my mum or the person or something that's lost or not getting on with my mother or father or in-laws and outlaws. And it's to not keep focusing on the negative, but it's to actually focus on my own shit and not anyone else's here. So if you are, or they are, coming from that cross-watch energy or the person that comes through from the Scorpio reading that said the advice, stop dwelling on the past, stop focusing on your son or your daughter, and focus more on your own relationship than theirs, okay? If it keeps causing conflict, right? If someone is stopped speaking and stopped talking to someone, it's because there's frustration. It's because I can't seem to control the other person through their belief, which is 5, which came up in the Scorpio reading here, where I said there was a 5 of swords, I think, and I said, look, you know, stop focusing on the things that you haven't got, okay? So some of that came down to money, and it was always people, they constantly always focus on how much do you earn? Like normally when you go for a job, they say, how much am I going to get? Or you go to a person and say, how much do you earn? But they never actually say, how much do you spend? You know, it it always takes an hour to earn a certain amount of money. Everybody in the world more than likely gets paid per hour. Okay, so when you look at it, right, it takes like literally a couple of seconds these days to press a fucking button on Prime or anywhere like that to execute the energy of spending more than what you earn, because you can buy it just like that. It takes an hour to earn some. Okay, so when it comes down to what you actually really need, what do you need in your life? A car, that's it. It takes electricity. You know, a mortgage is what? In Britain, it's probably about $2,500 or $2,000 mortgage per month. Per month for a mortgage in Britain is £2,000 a month. Then if you had a car that's, say, what, £300 a month, or 350 in like having to do that, that's 2,300 for the car. That's just a mortgage in the car. Right, now if you scrapped all of that for getting electric, water, everything else, and you scrapped everything and you just had the car that was big enough, like a van or something, a nice one, sleep in the back, you've got electricity. Right, you don't need everything else. You can sleep in the woods. You can buy yourself a nice little perga thing that sticks on the back of it. You can have a gas heater, you can have a gas cooker and everything else. That saves you $2,500 there. Right? So what I'm saying is it's about what you need. It's about what people focus on, really. Here. Right? They always focus in the wrong direction here. Okay, so there is money here, but for a lot of you, what it's saying is that what to focus on is someone to keep focusing on themselves, but they're probably being blamed for being known as selfish. All you ever do is think about yourself, and you don't never think about what I want or what I need. Compromise. Now, what that is also saying through what to focus on is other people. Is that if other people need support and help, is to maybe help them out a little bit, to have equality, right? Have we got a 6 here, Gemini or Capricorn, right? Is to focus on, okay, what are my needs? What are things that I've got going on in my life? Okay, so how can I balance this out a little bit? Okay, so if I want to do what to focus on, I'm still going to be focusing on me, but maybe leave just a little bit of time for someone else, okay, for your partner, for their needs. It's basically could be saying as well is to focus on the other person's emotional need, okay, because you can get people that be very like masculine, right? The Emperor and the Empress are very masculine energies. They're feminine and masculine, right? They're very well presented, but they can also be very stuck in their own way, meaning it's my way or the highway. I'm sorry, but if you're emotional, I haven't got much time for being emotional because I'm non-emotional, right? So it might mean for a lot of you in your challenge, what to focus on is maybe just make sure that the other person's needs are being met. Okay, is to meet the needs of the other people. Now, I'm also hearing for some of you that you might be struggling to meet the like a deadline. Like there's a deadline that I've got to do at work, and I'm struggling to meet a deadline. So, or a Lion, or Leo, or an Aquarian. Okay, but I'm struggling to build up my quota to meet a deadline that I've got to do at work. This is also like maybe not work so hard. Okay, for someone, maybe not work all of the time and leave a little bit of time for your partner if you're in a partnership to make sure that their emotional needs are met, okay, and then you can work. But make sure that you also provide feminine energy, okay, to a masculine energy is to provide more of a feminine energy to the needs of the feminine that wants love and care and attention. Money and stability is here, but it's also giving a little bit of time for my partner, making sure that there's time for dates and stuff like that if you're going down the energy of this being a relationship, because that is also what I see here. Okay, now that's for the energy of what to focus on if there be a partnership. If there is a third energy, which be 3 and 3, well, then this goes to the other person that is focusing on someone else's relationship. Is to say, stop focusing on their relationship, stop focusing on their business and what they've got going on, and is to actually mind your own and focus on your own. That's for an energy also here. Okay, that's also around work. Stop focusing on other people's work and what they're doing and what they're accomplishing and everything else, and is to actually focus on your own. Okay, so there's that one. So I think that story eventually came out. So let's clarify these. So tell me more about this section here, please, Spirit, of any advice around what's going on here for Sagittarius. So we've got haunted. That really doesn't say too much. Unless you are doing spiritual work and stuff like that, unless somewhere around you there may be a ghost or Elijah, but there may be a ghost. Tell me more about anything that's going on there. Karen bitch. Really? So is that an X? Does that mean that there's an X energy here for a lot of you? That haunted just means a person of the past. Someone from the past is kind of like haunting someone else, and they're just a keyboard warrior. Now, once were warriors, but you see, the thing is that I did pick up in your channeled messages that there was one of these people that was constantly digging into other people's info, and they were spreading rumours and spreading lies on the internet. Okay, like going across from one to another, spreading a load of rumours, spreading a load of lies. I can't stand what you're doing or what you're not doing, because I'm focusing on that much what you have and what you don't have, that I'm going to instigate and cause trouble between other people. That can be going on with tarot card readings as well. For any of you guys that are tarot card readers and you've got haters and you've got people that keep going from one channel to another, whispering in the ears of the others and blah, 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 and all stuff like that, it means keep your business to yourself, and the other person's advice is exactly the same. Okay. Me, I decided to block all of my comments out and everybody on social media, because it was social media that actually caused conflict between me and another. It wasn't the argument that me and another had. It was the argument between people that were going across. This was happening in the past, and then it cropped its ugly head up again. People just keep telling me shit that may or may not have gone on or will go on or hasn't gone on and all of this. And I heard someone so-and-so and may have said, not said, but didn't hear it from the horse's mouth. Not interested. So anybody in the future has anything to do with anybody else, I do not want to know. Okay, I'm well and truly okay with being private because I have 3 placements of Scorpio. So I don't like getting involved in other people's shit. Mine is my own. I don't like people involved in mine. I'm sure they don't theirs either. Okay. So my advice for people that watch tarot card readings and shit like that, keep your business to yourself. Okay. Best way, trust me, is to not listen to other people. Right? Honest to God, since I cut my comment section off Sagittarius, I feel so much better just by making that one decision, is to keep everybody else away from telling me stuff about what may or may not go on with other people. I'm not interested. I'm really not. Okay. So that is for advice for some that may or may not relate to that, is to not listen to people that could be causing a load of harm. Okay. That's up to you whether you do or not. So that's there. Okay, because that's also like an external environment of advice there. Now, if this is a third party, and that be a 3 here and a 3 here, where am I now? Instigating other people's relationships and worrying about other people than myself. I'm trying to find out where my child is. I'm worried more about who my child's seeing. Are they seeing their ex? Are they not seeing their ex? Why are they so happy? Why are they getting on with their life? Why are they moved on into a relationship? Why do they never have any time for me anymore? Because 1, they're working, 2, they're building up a company and also a business, and 3, they're more than likely in a relationship. So why do they not pay attention? Because 1, they might have attention deficit disorder, if that is possible. And 2, they're focusing on work and their also own relationship, and that's what they're doing. This could be someone that doesn't like the fact that someone doesn't give them attention. So they get really pissed off, really annoyed, and start causing trouble between other people. Karen bitch, right? So that is where you are now, is the fact that someone from the past, an ex-lover, mother, father situation, I don't know, is doing their best from the past to try and find out what is going on in someone else's relationship. Okay. or business. This is what's going on over in their business. Their business, their own, right? These are also people that are like keyboard warriors that don't even have a face on their icon. They can't even show their own face. They just don't do that. They just literally cause a load of shit with no name or no real name, no photograph as an icon, just causing loads of shit. Don't listen to them. Okay. Well, everybody knows what a Karen bitch is, right? Let's see. So for the challenges, tell me more about the challenges. So you've got, I'm kind of busy. Can't pick up. Because why? Because I'm at work? Because I cannot be doing with listening to a fucking Karen bitch. Okay. Can't be doing listening to you shouldn't, you should be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, you should be paying me more attention. I need to talk to you about something that you've got going on. I don't like how you're conducting your business. I don't like what you're saying. I don't like what you're doing. Who gives a fuck, Felicia? Go and do it yourself. Okay. So I'm sorry, but I'm washing my hair, Dave. I really can't be bothered. And that's that. Right? Sorry if this is the truth and it hurts people, but you know, you're watching tarot. So let's see. Give me more advice for this energy here, please, Spirit. So you got all-seeing eye. I see everything you do, Karen bitch, because I am fucking stalking the absolute shit out of you. The finger. Fuck you, Roy. Who really gives a shit? Go on, Sagittarius. Well, the other person, I don't give a fuck who it is, man. You're watching. Here. Says it in the cards, Dave. Okay. I spy with my one eye, Laura Felix. I can see everything that you're doing. It's there. So I don't really care whether you're watching or whether you're not watching. Okay, it's my job, it's my business, it's my life, it's what I want to do with it. If I'm with someone, I am. If I'm not, I won't be. If I want to talk, I will. If I don't, I won't. And it's simple as that. You can watch it. Why it is that people are bothered about like covering up all of their profiles and everything else because other people watch. Me, I'd bang one out. Like if I knew someone was watching and I hated it, I'd wind them the fuck up, I would, here. But, like, you know, this is kind of like, I don't really give a shit, you know, you do what you like. So, all-seeing eye, I see everything that you do. I'm spying on your YouTube channel, Steve. I'm spying on what you say and what you do and what you don't do and your advice that you give and the knowledge that you've got and everything else. And I'm stalking and spying the shit out of you and I'm watching you in the background there, and you may or may not even know because I haven't spoke. You know? So it's up to you guys, right, here. But again, there's someone that is keeping a very close eye on a person. Depends on who it is because you may or you may not know, or they may not even say, because they're a Karen bitch. Okay. So they're like causing trouble. So it's up to you whether you take it or leave it, whether it lands on good ears or bad ears. To be quite honest with you, Dave, I don't really give a shit. Because it either be my life or yours or someone's, okay? Don't forget, we're all human and we all go through the same shit, okay? A tarot card reader, believe it or not, does not have a perfect life, whether you like it, whether you don't. Okay? They still have their own karmic energy to get on with. And their own life. So I really don't know why people can spend that much time focusing on other people's lives. Like, I don't know why they find that interesting, but again, some people do. So there you go. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you would like your full weekly reading to see the turn up of this, because there is a turn up, okay, because that reading got crazy. Because I think I actually said, is this person fucking crazy or what? So that is your reading. And that whole weekly reading is over on Patreon. You will need the silver or the gold tier. The gold tier has all the teaching videos on it. I think there's about 75. And they have all of the readings, monthlies and weeklies, okay? And they're always done before anything comes on here. These are just like next 48 hours, what to be aware of what's around you. But when I continue on the readings, because all your 10 questions are over there, they're done in this way, okay? So I've got all 10 different questions of what to look out for, the future, the outcome, what not to look for, strengths, your potential weaknesses, the potential future, the hopes and fears, what to focus on, and then I match them all up and I give you every answer I can. Those readings are over on Patreon, so all the links are provided below. If you want to join the join button, the join ride, that is only $2 or $3, but it is different than Patreon because what you get is personal readings. If you want a personal reading, okay, which is only literally just 2 or 3 cards, because you can actually reach out for a personal reading, which is the email. But the join button is only $2 or $3, and for that you get a couple of 3 cards when I go live nearly every other night. I say, what's your name, what's your question, how do they think and feel about me? Bump, 3 or 4 questions, there you go. Stuff like that, okay? But you need to be on the join button. So thanks very much, guys. Really do appreciate it. And I will catch you next time.